Hello YouTube, Wes here checking in. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2020. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you're enjoying the new year. Hope everything's going well for you. Yeah, got an exciting new year. Well, it depends who you ask what new decade is coming or not, or whether the new decade starts next year. But anyway, yeah, just cool time of year, time to reflect on last year, sort of make some changes in our collecting habits, make some changes in our life, anything, whatever it is, just sort of a time to reflect on 2019. So that being said, I do want to make an announcement about the programming schedule for the next month. I know there is a lot of sort of vinyl tag type videos going around. I do intend to do a vinyl tag video, but I'm going to push that back towards the end of the month because I don't want to spoil a couple other videos I'm working on. I'm working on a best thrift store finds video, which will be coming in the next week or two, and also my favorite albums of 2019 as well, that video. So if I do the vinyl tag before I do those two videos, it'll kind of spoil them. So I want to do those first, and then I'll do the vinyl tag video. So got a pretty full month. If you haven't noticed, I do post my videos on Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. So check back around Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evenings for new videos. And then occasionally I'll put up a bonus video on a Saturday around noon time as well. Don't always do that, but if I have something to post, I'll post those on Saturday. But definitely new videos on Wednesday, so check back for those. As I said, we got a best thrift store finds of the year, my favorite new albums of the year, and then a vinyl tag video. So that's all coming in the rest of this month. Okay, so I do want to give a special shout out and a thank you to two vinyl community members. The first one being Trish Mullins, DJ Trish. She sent me her 2019 Christmas mix and definitely enjoyed listening to this over the holiday season. Thank you very much for this, Trish. It was a really good mix this year. I really enjoyed it. Definitely had a good flow to it. And yeah, thank you very much. And always appreciate getting these mixes from you. I have a section, I don't know if you can see those colored polka dot bins up there. Those have CDs in them, and there's a special section of Trish mixes in there that I put these in when I'm done listening to them, so I can go back to them when I want to. So thank you for that. And then as well, a member of the vinyl community that hasn't made videos too recently, but sort of comes and goes. That's Kevin from was from the Pacific Northwest, and then he moved to Birmingham, and now he's back in the Pacific Northwest. Old school VC member, been a long time friend. He's visited me here in Gainesville before. Had a good time hanging out with him when he came here, and yeah, he does Christmas mixes as well. So this is his mix from 2019 titled "It's a Wonderful Christmas," and he goes all out on his Christmas mix, makes nice inlay cards, and does a printed disc and everything. Really fancy, really nice. I really appreciate getting these mixes. So Kevin, if you happen to watch this, thank you very much. I really appreciate and enjoyed this one as well. Spinning this around the holidays between his mix and Trish's mix. I had some good new Christmas music to listen to this year. So thank you both very much. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you both. So I think that does that for the announcements. Let's go ahead and get into this video. This is, of course, as you see from the title, my December vinyl finds. Have a pretty good stack here, just a Christmas gift and a bunch of other stuff I picked up over the month. So we'll start off with some thrift finds here. Get these out of the way. I think these were Goodwill finds. I'm not certain. But yeah, just some interesting stuff I found in a Goodwill, and went ahead and grabbed them. This first one is Christine McVie's self-titled in Shrink. I do already have at least one other copy of this, but at the Goodwill price I pay 10 for $2. I kind of don't leave stuff like this behind just in case I need an extra, or if not, I just end up putting it in my Discog store. So always pick up cool stuff when I see it, as I always have something to do with it. Found this cool jazz release here. Yeah, kind of an odd release, but thought I'd pick it up. It's really interesting. It's on PRI Records, And this is Dave Pell plays Harry James big band sounds, and it comes in this, I don't know if you can see it, this embossed cover. It has all the different, I guess, brass instruments there. Pretty neat cover. There's that. And then the vinyl itself is kind of on, I don't know if it's going to show here. It's kind of a brownish red color, really interesting color. I don't know if it's going to get it. I think you can see it a little bit there. Yeah, just a really cool piece of vinyl. It's a piece of jazz, so I thought, what the heck, you know, at Goodwill prices, I'm willing to give something a try. This next one, another one that I know is a duplicate. It's Linda Ronstadt's Lush Life, Nelson Riddle and his orchestra, and this is the one that opens up like a hat box there. Cool packaging, and again, you know, figure out which one's the best, and then figure out, well, what to do with any extras I have. I'm not going to leave something nice like that behind. Next up on London Records Phase 4, I just pick these up from time to time when they look interesting. This one's in nice shape and interesting sort of concept for young lovers. So they're doing kind of, you know, lounge covers of pop, 60s pop music here. Yeah. So just grab that, you know, cheapy, maybe spin once kind of thing. Maybe, you know, if I like it, I'll keep it around, but really nice and clean. So I grabbed that one. This next one, for some reason, I didn't have this one. I've seen this one talked about. I think it's actually a pretty well liked one. It's a common thrift store record, but I didn't have it. That's Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66. Iconic cover. And yeah, just a nice copy of this, so I went ahead and grabbed it. So be giving that a spin at some point. Check it out. This next one, try to pick up some Christmas music. Saw this one. It's kind of a private press kind of thing. This is A Christmas Celebration at the Piano by Dorothy Lewis. So yeah, it's on a record label, Zent Records out of Tampa. So it's pretty kind of a local thing from 1979. Yeah, just, you know, traditional piano versions of traditional Christmas songs. Nothing too crazy. She does some nice arrangements though. It's a little bit different than what you're used to, so it was enjoyable. Definitely worth a Goodwill pickup. And then these last two are kind of, I don't know, cheesy. Just something fun to pick up and listen to. These are the Environments series. This is Environments 1, New Concepts in Stereo Sound, Disc 1. This is the Psychologically Ultimate Seashore, and side 2 is Optimum Aviary. So yeah, these are like sound recordings. You know, you got the crashing waves and the chirping birds and all that kind of stuff, and the wind. And I think mostly people bought these to put them on during lovemaking, but they are pretty relaxing. I had some of these back in the probably in the, you know, late 80s, early 90s when I started collecting, and don't have them anymore. They were nice to sort of put on late at night when I was trying to wind down, trying to relax. Just, you know, close your eyes and listen to the waves or listen to the birds and that kind of thing. So I thought, yeah, what the heck, we'll grab a couple of these. This one is a gatefold. I guess since this is volume 1, this was kind of an introduction to the series. And then I got volume, this is disc 8, okay. Wood-masted sailboat and a country stream. Yeah, just grabbed a couple of those, you know, as I said, 20 cents at Goodwill, basically 10 for $2, so doesn't hurt to grab some oddball stuff like that, and if you don't like it, it's not a big deal. So we'll go ahead and get on. I think all the rest of these, or most of the rest of these, are new vinyl, so that's pretty cool. This first one we'll go ahead and get out of the way. I'll talk about the Vinyl Me Please album of the month for December 2019. And they did release Aretha Franklin, I've Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, a classic album of hers. Let's see if it has an original release date here. 1967 this was originally released. Yeah, I had not heard this album before. I did not realize how many hit songs were on this album. This album plays like a greatest hits. It's like, wow, all these songs were on one album. I was like, wow, this is crazy. You know, you had Change Is Gonna Come, Do Right Woman, Respect, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Loved You. Just a killer album. So that was really cool to get this as a Vinyl Me Please reissue. Of course, really, really nicely done. It has sort of this pearlescent cover on it, tip-on jacket, really nice heavy Stoughton jacket there. They did do a lyric booklet, so not super interesting, but you know, if you want to read the lyrics, you can do that. That was a thing they did. And then instead of an art print, it's a really nice photograph of Aretha there, so that was really cool. David Garr, the photographer on that one. Definitely want to give him credit. Very nice picture. Definitely have seen that one before, I think, or looks familiar anyway. And then, of course, being a Vinyl Me Please exclusive kind of thing. Really, really cool vinyl. This purple and white vinyl. Just, yeah, awesome vinyl. Really, really pretty. You got that Atlantic purple and orange label on there. Yeah, just beautiful release, and as I said, a killer album. I'm glad to actually hear it, and it was really a surprise to hear how many Aretha Franklin hits were on just one album. It's almost like a, you know, her version of a Thriller kind of album, you know, where it's just all hits just about. So yeah, the Vinyl Me Please closed out the year. Pretty exciting one there, and I'm expecting the January Vinyl Me Please to arrive in my mailbox in the next few days, so I'm looking forward to that as well. Okay, this next one was a sort of a late purchase for me. This one, I saw a lot of people in the vinyl community and the music community in general talking about this one. This one it got a lot of radio airplay this year as well. It's kind of that album that was everywhere. It's ended up in a lot of people's end of year best of lists, and that is, of course, Billie Eilish. When is it? How is it? When we all fall asleep, where do we go? So this is her debut LP, I think. She has an EP out that came out before this, but this is a debut LP. Yeah, if you haven't heard Billie Eilish, you probably have heard Billie Eilish, even if you don't know it. Electronic pop vocalist. Her brother does the music, and she does the lyrics and the singing. Probably heard "Bad Guy." I'm guessing is the song most people would know if you've heard it. I think this album is pretty good. I think maybe it's a little overrated. It's good, but I don't get what all the hype's about. I mean, I enjoy it, but it's on a lot of people's year-end lists, and it's a good album, but I think there are some better pop albums that came out this year. And I got this on a sort of a peachy colored vinyl. There's like a million different releases of this album. There's a yellow one. There's like a million. As I said, there's a million different releases on this one. It was one of those albums that just kept going and going this year as far as popularity in the mainstream and with people that are, you know, music enthusiasts. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad to have gotten this. As I said, I enjoy listening to it. I'm not sure I'm getting what the hype is about yet, but it's a good album. It's a good pop album, and I'm enjoying it. I'm glad I picked it up. Okay, so next up I have a disc that I ordered way back. It must have been August or September. I just went into my local record store and asked, as I thought this was something they might have, and asked if they had it, and the owner said, "No, I don't have it, but I'll go ahead and order it for you." And I was like, "Okay, I'm not in any hurry. I'll go ahead and let you order it for me." And I like to help out the local record store when I can. Don't always want to be ordering things from Amazon and whatnot. So yeah, that is this group. It's called The Comet Is Coming, and this is their 2019 release titled Trust in the Life Force of the Deep Mystery. So The Comet Is Coming is a group that's based in jazz, I would say. but it also brings in funk, electronica, a little bit of soulfulness even, I guess you could say. Really, really interesting group. There's also like a psychedelic sort of aspect as well. Really, really cool. They're on the Impulse label. I don't know if you can see the black and orange spine there, but it's an Impulse release, and it's as I said, they're based in jazz, so it makes sense that they're on Impulse, but it's really cool this being an Impulse release. So this was their 2019 release. They've been going for seems like 5 or 6 years now at least. Picked up a few other things which I'll share with you in a moment here, but this was their 2019 LP. Really, really awesome LP, just really cool. There's a saxophone player. It's really cool music. As I said, it doesn't really fit into any one genre. The closest thing it fits into is jazz, I would say. But as I said, it also features psychedelia and funk and electronica. Really, really cool group. Definitely one of my best finds of the year as far as musical discoveries and my personal music listening habits. And there's that beautiful Impulse label. Very, very nice. Mastered by Chris Bellman. The Comet Is Coming. Trust in the life force and the deep mystery. So yeah, definitely a killer pickup for me for December, and you're going to be seeing this one again in my best of video, because it was definitely one of the best albums of the year in my opinion. So I definitely highly recommend giving The Comet Is Coming a try if you have not already. So that was a really cool pickup. This next one, once I sort of got into it, I just went in whole hog. I bought a CD of an EP that they released after this, so later in the year. I think it was also released on vinyl on Black Friday Record Store Day. And I saw that over the weekend in a record store, and I actually didn't get it because I have it on CD. Didn't want to spend the extra money to get it. This is their 2016 album titled Channel the Spirits. So really cool. They are not on Impulse here. This is on the Leaf label. This is their 2016 debut on the Leaf label. Again, just really cool jazz, funk, electronic, psych. Really difficult to pin down, but really cool music. There's the inner gatefold on this one. Just black vinyl on that one as well. And then next for Christmas, my husband bought me, this is their Death to the Planet EP. I don't see a year on this one. Again, really cool psychedelic kind of cover there. Definitely fits the music pretty well. And again, black vinyl. December was all about The Comet Was Coming for me, and there's also a CD as well that I also am not showing here that I picked up from them. So yeah, big month for this group, The Comet Is Coming for me. Yeah, love this group. I can't recommend them enough. I think a lot of people in the vinyl community would really enjoy them. People that are into jazz would enjoy them. People that are into electronica would enjoy them. People that are into psychedelic music would enjoy them. Pretty much anyone in the vinyl community, I think you would like The Comet Is Coming if you gave them a chance, unless maybe you're just strictly a metalhead or country or something that doesn't really fit. But otherwise, an incredible group, and definitely something I got serious about in December. It wouldn't be December without some Christmas music, and I did pick up one newer Christmas release. I had to add something new to the collection. This is actually from 2014, but it's something that's been on my Amazon wish list for a while, and it dropped below $10, so I went ahead and ordered it, and that is an Americana Christmas. As I said, from 2014 on New West Records. A lot of different artists on here. You got some modern artists, you got some, older artists, Emmylou Harris, Johnny Cash, Corb Lund, Bob Dylan, Ben Keith, Olds 97, Nikki Lane. Some artists I know, some artists I don't know. It's a really nice Christmas album though. Really, really good sort of, even though it says Americana, it gives me more of an indie, just sort of an indie feel. It wasn't real country in that way. It wasn't real folky. Just some nice sort of modern takes on Christmas songs, or mostly modern. There's some artists on here who, like Johnny Cash, is obviously not modern, but yeah, a good Christmas mix, and if there's something you can pick up for cheap, I definitely recommend grabbing it. All right, and then these last two I have to share with you are from an antique mall that we like to go to between Christmas and New Year's. We have some time off from work, so it's usually like gray and dreary outside, not really anything much going on. So head up to an antique mall in Lake City, Florida, or near Lake City, Florida. And I picked up 2 vinyl LPs while I was there. The first one here is a self-titled album, After the Fire. This is their one with Der Kommissar on it. And I do believe I have another copy of this somewhere in the inbox as well, but these were $1, well actually they were 80 cents a piece. It was $1 a piece, and then it was 20% off, so I wasn't going to leave that behind for 80 cents. So got that. And then added one more thing to the Christmas collection. This is a Country Christmas Volume 4 from 1985 on RCA Records. You got Dolly Parton, Charlie Pride, The Judds, and some other artists, Park McIntyre, Eddie Raven, Hillary Cantor, Keith Whitley, Ed Bruce, some other artists I'm not real familiar with, but a really nice, country Christmas album from 1985. So those are my December vinyl finds. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you if you made it this far. Yeah, I just actually hit 5,000 subs on the channel on the January 2nd, I believe it was the day it was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen right before New Year's or right around Christmas, but it took a little bit longer to get there. But I thank you all for subscribing if you're a subscriber. If not, I would appreciate it if you would. That way you can keep up to date with those other videos I was talking about. You want to see my best albums of the year, my best thrift store finds of the year, you want to see my vinyl tag video, subscribe and you'll be able to see those in your video feed, hopefully, if YouTube does their job right. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you very much. Have a great day, a great night, whenever it is you're watching this. And remember, there is no bad music, only music you don't like. See you next time. Cheers.